Hello, and welcome to Inside Stonecrest. I'm Adrian Bell. In this segment, we will cover the battles of one of our city's leaders, Mayor Jason Lary. But this won't be a typical political fight. This time, the mayor has embarked on a battle that will save his life, the fight against prostate cancer. The public was made aware of the mayor's health challenges at a recent city council meeting.
I've been taking cancer treatment for a couple of months now. I've been coming here in pain. I've been coming here trying to work. I've been ignoring my family. I've been ignoring what my wife asked me to do. I'm going to take some time. I need time to get healthy. I need time to take the treatment, and I need to be able to do that without being extremely aggravated. But I need a moment. All of us need a moment. I need a moment to rejuvenate. I have no problems telling you. I can't endure the pain at the same time. So, with that, you're in good hands for a couple of months with, if you will allow it, with Mayor Pro Tem George Turner. I'll still do the duties that you all have elected me to do, but I can't make these kinds of meetings right now. Thank you for your prayers. Have a good evening.
You may remember hearing those very words at this podium from a September 17th council meeting. Facts and fiction began to fill both news and social media, but within days of this notice, a new warrior spirit seemed to arise in the mayor. He announced that he wasn't stepping aside, even from most of the council meetings that he previously labeled as frustrating. The mayor said that he was going to continue to fight, both in these chambers and in medical facilities. The mayor's first step, a visit to virtual imaging to make sure the cancer had not spread to other vital organs.
A little anxious and nervous at the same time, but I'd rather do it this way to make sure that we can share this with other men, and to make sure that they take care of themselves, and I take care of me for my family and for Stonecrest. So that's what we are.
But I just want to explain what type of test that you're having today, and why I'm so glad you're here with virtual imaging. Kind of a little history. My own clinical research would probably save an average of 4 to 7 lives a week. So we're real proud of what we do here at virtual imaging. And again, so we can have the peace of mind for the mayor and the people in Stonecrest. Okay, right. Now, Cam, when we're doing this heart today, we're doing a heart and a lung. It's 99 to 98% accurate. There's no other test but an angio. It's called an angiogram. It's very invasive. Anytime you're doing that is you're having a massive heart attack. No one's going to walk over to one of the local hospitals today and say, give me an angio, because it could be $8,000 to $10,000. But they're very invasive. Now, our patients, if they receive a very, very high calcium score, and I'm going to cover that with you in just a minute, they might be, they'll go to their cardiologist. At that point, they'll do an angio, and at that point, they might do a stent or a bypass. Is that right, Frankie? Correct. Yeah, okay. Here we go into the lung scan. Is done by one of our top radiologists. And obviously, what are we looking for? Early stages of cancer. That's why I'm very proud of the mayor coming today to do the #1 killer in the country is heart disease, and lung cancer kills more than most all cancers combined. It's one of those sneaky cancers that doesn't have any discomfort symptoms as it's going through its stages. You know, there could be hundreds of people in the Atlanta area right now walking around stage 3 cancer with lung cancer, and might have 6 months left and have no clue because they have no discomfort and they're not scanning. You catch it early. Okay, so I hope that helps out the mayor. We're going to see if he's very healthy, and I know he is. All right, and we're going to go get him scanned right now.
You have a high score, and don't be complacent or laid back if you have a low score. And the reason I say that is the person who's 1,000, they were 0 at one time. Everybody starts at 0, and the numbers go up from there. We've had people that have had scores that have been a couple thousand, and believe it or not, have been okay to walk around for a period of time. We've had people that have had scores that were less than 100 that were in the midst of potentially having a heart attack. So there's a lot of variables there. What we're going to be able to tell you, though, is there blockage, is there calcium that's developing in the arteries? And that's the most important thing, is awareness. By knowing this, you can now have awareness to make the adjustments. So remember, no matter what your score is, it's a good thing to know if it's low or if it's high. We can make adjustments, and we'll be here for you every step of the way. Okay? We'll take care of you, buddy.
No, this is good. I underestimated how much effort it takes to hold your breath. 30 seconds is a long time. But I feel good. Have a good one. That was a unique experience. I'm hoping that my results will be positive. So this is a world-class facility, and they got the best machine on the market for a heart and lung scan. I just want to make sure my prostate cancer has moved to a different area.
Mayor Lary's second step was to begin preparing for radiation at Southern Crescent Radiation Oncology Center.
I have to change, I hope, and then put this onesie on, and it will take me through the machine, and we'll go from there. All right, just finished going through the CT scan to make sure all my markings were correct, and now I go into the actual radiation itself.
Feeling any different? Optimistic, scared, nervous?
Yeah, all of the above. But right now I just want to get it over with so I can use the bathroom. All right, this was my first day for treatment. I got the CT scan. I had to fill my bladder before I came, and then the special procedures that they used. What happens here is that I will come in every day for 40 days and check in with my badge, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes daily. They gave me a little surprise with the rectal probe, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Act like you like me.
After the CT scan, the mayor was ready for day one of his radiation treatment. As you can see, he was in good spirits and joined by his wife, Deborah.
So what's the cubby number?
18.
18. All right. So here's number 18.
All right.
Everything. Sorry. The cubby number is the one right above the number.
Okay. Okay.
And always make sure that's you. Sometimes people take it, put it wherever they want to. So just make sure that's your name on there.
Okay.
So all right. Yeah. Any one of these are all the same.
Okay.
Go ahead and verify your name and date of birth for me.
Jason Lary, Lary, 3/22/1962.
All right. You can come on in here. Go ahead and come on over here. Have a seat here. Lay on your left side.
Mayor Lary is scheduled for 30 treatments. His constant companions, 33 ounces of water that he must consume before each treatment, and a $4 million linear accelerator. This radiation device uses external beams similar to a high-energy X-ray to destroy cancer cells while sparing surrounding healthy tissue. The mayor had to be isolated due to the use of radiation. We were allowed to monitor him from the technician's station. Though thrilled to know the treatments were basically painless, Deborah Lary still expressed feelings of uneasiness.
Anxious. The unknown. It's just the unknown. But I'm very confident. My father had cancer, but that was so long ago, they didn't have any, that was probably about 30 years ago. So they didn't have any kind of treatments like this at all.
So I'm just making sure that the cone beam CAT scan image taken in the treatment room is lining up properly with the treatment planning CAT scan image. So this is called image guided radiotherapy. So it's very precise. Because for prostate cancer, we use very close margins. So every day we make sure that it's lining up properly.
I feel like Frankenstein. I need 2 probes in my neck.
How do you feel?
A lot better because you're.
No.
Well, we got your first treatment today, and it went just fine. It's set up perfectly, okay? On the machine, we have a CAT scanner, okay? That's what rotated around first. It's called a low-dose cone beam CAT scan, okay? We treat a lot of prostate cancer here, so we have a lot of experience with it, okay? This is just as effective, okay, and less invasive.
Okay.
It does take a little time to get it done, okay? The
Okay.
seed implant's done one time in the operating room where we insert radiation seeds.
Because of the holiday schedule, is there any problem with travel? Based on your experiences, somebody that by the time he gets to that stage of the treatment,
He'll be okay to travel.
okay.
He won't,
I don't
you won't be
because
sick.
he'll say he's fine, is what I'm saying.
No,
I don't
he's
wanna
gonna,
do
you're gonna
anything
be
that's-
okay.
Okay.
You might have a little more urinary symptoms, okay? But we have some medicine for that too to help.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. Okay. Everybody that I talk to says that there's gonna be some tiredness.
Not too bad.
Really?
This, because it's so focused in on the prostate.
Oh,
Most guys that go through this treatment go about their business, go to work.
please don't tell him that. Please. I hate
Now,
to say
were they
person.
planning on hormone shots?
I had one already, and
Okay. Right.
that was tiring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good
Now
question.
that is tiring because that's a testosterone blocker.
Right. That was an energy zapper.
You may not get any more hormones because you have a low risk pathology with Gleason 6,
Okay.
which is good. The PSA was a little 14, more elevated than we'd like to see, but that's why he got the hormone shot. But only 1 out of 12 core is positive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We do the whole treatment, and the way we make sure the cancer is gone is we monitor the PSA. And after radiation, it basically goes down and should stay down. So the PSA over the next few years will go down. It'll trend down. All right.
Oh, it
It'll go
takes
down to 2, and then 1, then 0.5, okay, or something like that, okay? And it should stay down there. So let's say it goes down to 0.5. Let's say that's your low measured value, all right? If it eventually went up to 2.5, that's a problem, okay? So it's got to go up by 2 after radiation. So before we would ever do a biopsy or anything like that. It actually could go up during treatment because we're going to kill prostate cancer cells and they spill PSA in the bloodstream.
Oh, about that.
But you've had the hormones, so that.
So
So testosterone feeds cancer?
Testosterone feeds this cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like in ladies where estrogen can feed breast cancer.
Wow.
But there's no evidence that once the cancer's gone, having testosterone causes cancer.
Okay.
is there anything that he can do to keep this kind of cancer from returning?
Yeah, I mean we're doing the best treatment for
Okay.
you, hormones and radiation. That's what we're doing. See, sometimes we do seeds alone. If your PSA would have been under 10, they would at least discuss seed implant alone with no external beam radiation. That might have you might have liked that, but you need external beam anyway. No, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to drive around the car and anything. Okay, he's fine. Most of our prostate cancers drive themselves.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good.
So routinely, I don't know if I mentioned this, I'll see you every Monday during this treatment. Okay.
Every
Right.
Monday.
Just as a routine, but I'm always here if you have any questions or problems. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Thank
luck.
you, Dr. Kingston.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all are all finished.
I'm anxious to see how I feel at the end of the day. And the Dr. Giesler, I think.
Giesler?
Yeah. He answered a lot of good questions. So, like I said, I thought it was, I guess, 30 more functional days of it. And we'll see how it goes.
We asked the mayor how he was going to handle his current workload.
I'm gonna, peel some of it back, but I'm not gonna miss anything important. So I'm gonna manage it and power through it. It'll be okay.
The city's first lady said the mayor did his own cancer research. She said he did it with the support of his family and that she fully supports his treatment decisions and his work decisions. However, his diet, well, that may be another thing.
Jason did his research and studies on his own. We're lucky in that he has a super smart sister who's a nurse and an anesthesiologist, and he conferred with her, and she concurred with the treatment plan that the doctor proposed, I believe, right? And so that was the way that happened. I didn't have anything to do with that. In terms of his diet and everything like that, there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm going to leave it up to him.
You can hide the donuts, man.
Right, right. All I can do is suggest. But he's done a great job so far with cutting back on sugar, and he's been exercising and feeling a lot better. So I'm pleased at that.
We will keep you posted on the mayor's progress. His last radiation treatment is scheduled for the first week in December. For Inside Stonecrest, I'm Adrian Bell.